Paul, so nearly but not quite against one of the favourites for the division.
Yeah, I think it was a great game out there. Performed very strong by two decent sides on the night. I felt in the first 40 we came up with some crazy unforced errors. Certainly the penalty count went against us, but I've no complaints there. It was due to our own fault. Obviously that was addressed at half time, and we've shown what we're capable of there in the second 40.
And to come back from 16 points down with 20 unanswered points of your own, you must have thought surely you were going to get there.
No, you can never think things like that when you're playing a side like Oldham. Oldham have got some very, very good finishes there. They've got a very, very good side, a lot of experience, a lot of skill. Now, Oldham are the type of side where even if you're coursing at 12, 18 points ahead, they're the type of side that are going to come back and bite you on the backside. So you can never relax against a side like Oldham, that's for sure.
You have said you're going to use the Northern Rail to find your best squad for when the league starts. Is there anything you can take from tonight?
Yeah, there's an awful lot of positives there. All I can ask of the 17 every week that take the park is to go out and perform and give me a tough selection headache for the start of the league campaign.
And looking ahead to the season, your recruitment's gone well. You've got lots of young blood into the club. Yeah,
and again, I think it's important. We're at National League 2. If you're facing facts in terms of the professional game, we're in the bottom division. So let's try and let's create an opportunity, a window of opportunity for these youngsters and get them back into the game. And eventually, I believe they'll take the club forward.
And obviously looking to get out of this division at the end of the year, Paul?
I think every club will be looking to get out of this division, and I've quoted everywhere I possibly can that the fact that at this stage of the year everybody's trained strong, all coaches have got great expectations of their own squad. The biggest test is on the field, and we've had the first real test tonight. Steve,
played the get out of jail card tonight.
Yeah, it was a late try that got us the win, but I don't know about playing get out of jail card. I thought that the game's an 80-minute game. We started very strongly and got 16 points up, and I thought that we were in total control. Our execution was good, and then we lost a little bit of discipline. We got penalised 2 or 3 sets on the bounce, and then I think on the fourth set back to back, Saeed Tanga was simbing, and that led to a massive momentum shift where Swinton sort of put us under the cosh. It also meant in a 10-minute spell we burnt a lot of petrol up, and we didn't really fully recover from that. I thought that the first 25 minutes was probably as good as a performance as I've been associated with in my spell at Oldham. We had a good completion rate. I thought that we asked a lot of questions across the park, and we went 16-0 up, scored 3 tries. Should have really scored on perhaps another couple of occasions as well, but after that Swinton showed some great personal qualities as well as rugby qualities. They showed a lot of character and hung in there, and I thought that their halfbacks, Holkyard and Hulse, did a good job of giving them direction, asked a lot of questions of us, and they put us to the sword a little bit, but we showed a lot of character, and it was a great play by Coyle at the end that got us the victory.
And the injuries again seeming to be mounting up. Daryl Cardis looks as if he's picked another knock-up tonight. Is it anything serious?
No, Daryl's not played previously this season. He was involved in a car accident about 3 to 4 weeks ago, and he's had a little bit of headaches, and as a result of that, he just got a bit of a bang on the face and on his nose or something, and it was just precautionary that we kept him out, so I fully expect him to be available for selection next week.
And just looking ahead to the season as a whole, Steve, the players you've brought into the club, obviously promotion the aim?
Well, we brought 8 new players in, and all 8 new players played tonight, so one of the things that we need to do is make sure that we give those new players as much field time as possible to settle into the systems that we play to here. I will say a really big positive that's come out of tonight is we had to wait while round 6 of the Northern Rail to get a win last year. And then we went on to kick on from there and have a pretty successful league campaign. We've got a win at the start of the Northern Rail campaign tonight, so hopefully we can build on that, have a good group campaign, get into the playoffs, and use that as a bit of a launch pad to start our promotion run. Hopefully, like Paul said in the interview, everybody's aspirations are to get into the playoffs, and that's the first step that you've got to do to get into the playoffs for promotion. Well, that's our first step as well.
And a big test next week at the Willows against Salford.
Yeah, I also think it'll be a quicker game. I thought that the first 20 minutes tonight was pretty quick, and after that I thought it went backwards in terms of speed. And I thought the ruck was allowed to get spoiled a little bit by the officials. But yeah, you know, we want to test ourselves against the best, and hopefully we can come away from there with a positive result.